Hi everyone, my name is Joshua Pemberton and I've been asked by Jane from Raising Teens to create this video for you all to have a discussion around young people's mental health, the impact of COVID-19 and how we can create some strategies to support emotional well-being and maybe recognise some mental health issues and have a bit of a discussion with each other around that. I am the Senior Support and Advice Worker at YAC Brighton. We are seeing a ground trend globally, nationally, within Brighton, of young people facing mental health concerns and having emotional wellbeing difficulties. When we're considering mental health and things like COVID-19 and the impact that they have on our young people, they're very similar. It's a growing trend of anxiety and fear and isolation and a lack of connectedness with people and life-altering, changing circumstances that impact you for an indefinite amount of time. Sounds quite scary, and it totally is. It's totally true. When you're looking at the impact of COVID-19, this may all sound sad to you. I actually like going to work. I like the routine of work. I like being able to get up in the morning, go to work, then go to the gym, things like that. That keeps me well. That helps my emotional well-being. And we all have these different patterns and different things that we do to support each other. And then once we're all suddenly confined into our rooms, yes, I'm sat in my flat right now, it becomes intense and it can feel pressured, and maybe we start seeing things in each other that we haven't seen before, and that's a lot to cope with. But also, actually, it's a great time to get to know each other a little bit better and understand each other and figure out ways of supporting each other within the home that we wouldn't have even thought of before because we didn't have to. Most of you that are probably accessing a page like this would have heard of things like 5 ways to well-being, where you've got connect, be active, take notice, keep learning, give. These are actually exactly what we need to be doing right now. This is exactly the point where we can exercise our best versions of our emotional well-being and support the community, support society, and protect ourselves from COVID-19 as well. When you're looking at being active, it's about your health, it's about your well-being, it's about eating well. If you've got to spend all day indoors today, why don't you make yourself a really banging meal? It's actually going to do you wonders, and you're going to be able to have a conversation while you're making it. Maybe that's a really good time that you can engage with your kid or your mum and your dad. Actually spend a couple of hours making a curry or a stew and chat about everything and anything while you're there. And you're eating well. Wonderful. Exercise, obviously, as well. I know not everyone does the same sorts of exercise. I do not sit here and go to the gym 5 times a week and try and make myself look like that sort of person. It doesn't happen. You have an opportunity, the government are allowing you to go outside for a bit of exercise. Spend that hour doing it. Take yourselves out. Go for a walk with the people that you're stuck in your house with or enjoying being in your house with. If you're in Brighton, I'm really lucky, I live close to the beach, but go for a walk along that seafront. You can stand 2 metres apart if it makes you feel better. Shout your conversations, but have those conversations, connect with each other. If walking's difficult, lay on your floor, do some leg raises, just do something that makes your body feel like it's pumping, that it's feeling a bit active, and it's more than just being stuck at home. Mental health very often comes from a place, and especially emotional well-being, where we're not actually taking care of ourselves and we're not giving ourselves that time to look after ourselves or look after each other. So if you're not off of work, I understand if finances are scary and things like that. There's so much support out there. Look at the YMCA website, just look on Google, type in anywhere. There's DWP updates. So if you are worried about finances, also call in. We can offer support around that as well. But take that time off of work, chill out for a week, enjoy it, watch 6 series on Netflix if that's what you enjoy doing, or write a poem. The Recovery College in Brighton, my friend Nina, she does these amazing poetry workshops, and people are really able to express themselves. And if you've got a time where you're just sat around and you're feeling something or feeling a certain way about something, sit down and express yourself. Write about it. Ask your mum and dad to write about it. Why don't you all do it together? You can all teach yourself a skill that maybe you didn't even realise you had in each other. You get to have this opportunity to be really close to people that, maybe you sort of pass by in the night as you're sort of, one of you goes out straight after dinner, the other one's just got home from work. Life happens like that. This is a really great time as parents and carers and as young people to, as I said before, make that safe space. You have an opportunity to have healthy discussions and ask healthy questions. If you're worried about something and you're feeling emotions, don't be dismissive of it, but open that space up to have that conversation while you're in a house with each other. And that can be really scary and it can be really difficult. But it can also be really empowering and really enlightening. And as long as we're reassuring each other, I understand your emotions, I am taking on board what you're saying. Have you considered this perspective? There are ways that we can construct these conversations so not two people are hitting heads, but they're actually welcoming each other in. Actually, you've got the time to sit there and want to hear. It doesn't have to feel like you're arguing about bedtimes or doing homework or anything like that. You just get to sit there and chat. If you're not necessarily ready to talk to the people that you're in your house about it with, you can have a phone call, have an email, do a Skype chat. If you want to sit in 2 separate rooms and do these Skype chats, do it. It's a really great thing. None of these techniques are limited to COVID-19. These are just great mental health and emotional well-being techniques that we can all use to connect, engage and support one another. Actually, if you want to talk to me, please do. I'm doing a social media takeover on Instagram and Facebook at the moment for YAC, and I'm on the phone and I want to hear from you, because actually that's what's really important about all of this, and this is why I'm taking the time to do this video for Raising Teens, because I understand actually there is a lot of anxiety and there is a lot of stress. I think the most important thing that I can say as someone who was a young person with mental health difficulties and now that works in young people support is make yourself become a resource. If you are worried about your kid or your carer or parent or whatever construction of your family is, make yourself that resource. Actually spend that time on Google and Google Scholar, reading those papers and looking up things like 5 Ways to Wellbeing, reading through the Mind website, reading about how people have conversations with young people. If you can actually turn around to someone and offer them something positive that maybe they've never heard of before, it makes you feel great. But also you see sort of like a rush over their face of like, oh my god, this is a new idea, I've never considered this before. Oh my gosh, this person sat in front of me, wants to talk to me, wants to get to know me and has so much interest in what I've got to say. While there are services that are closing due to COVID-19 and while provision is being reduced, it is still out there. People are choosing to work from home and still trying to run their services. We are seeing different levels of priority be put in place even throughout the YMCA, where people are being redistributed to make sure services can stay open. So use them, please use them, look them up, we want to hear from you. And I'm just sort of going to throw out a few local services. Obviously I've been here plugging YAC and the YMCA. We are running housing advice over the phone, over emails. We're triaging people. Unfortunately our youth advice centre is closed just because of contact reasons and provisions we've had to put in place, but we are there trying to get in touch with you, so please keep calling in, please keep emailing. Support and advice, you'll be literally speaking directly to me. I'm going to be doing things over Instagram, YAC_Brighton, and also Facebook, YAC Brighton. Our mediation service is still open. They're offering family mediation, so if you're really struggling with it at the moment, struggling to have these conversations, needing to understand better, please call in, we're still taking referrals. Mind in Brighton is also an absolutely great resource. Mind Out as well, they've got emails and phone lines open. Switchboard is another great LGBTQ+ resource. They've opened a phone line. And if you're looking for sexual health, please call into YAC Brighton or drop into a chemist. As I said, YAC isn't open, so we're not doing C cards, and so a lot of other young people services that aren't open, but still access them. It is STI testing week coming up, and it's really important that we're taking care of all aspects of our well-being, not just our mental and emotional well-being. We have to keep doing life as we're going through this as well, and that's really important. And don't forget to access other resources. Beyond Brighton are doing talks at 7 o'clock every night with queer and trans people, sort of talking about issues and impacts and things like that. And there are so many other resources and people screaming out to try and share with you and try and keep everyone together and sane and be community minded. I'm going to be quiet now, but I really hope this has been helpful. I'm open to hearing more from you, and I'm really excited to have this conversation, share this video with you, and hopefully get some feedback. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, be well, do good things for yourself, take the time, learn, thrive, be happy. Bye.